Human host forms. Santa
That's just-
Claus?
That's just King Vegeta.
Are you serious?
Father
Are
of
you
Ultra's
serious right now?
Father of
Mhm.
Ultra is an interesting character. He's been used since like the first Ultraman series.
He's Santa Claus, though?
That's right.
Yes. Fun fact, I don't think he's actually the father of Ultraman. That's a title.
So he's a phony.
A
He is-
big fat phony!
I think he's Taro's dad, though. I don't know for sure.
But he's the husband to
Yeah.
Mother of Ultra.
That's true, yes, but again, those are titles.
The father
He's-
of Taro and Ace. By
Oh,
adoption.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ace is an interesting character. I like him
His
a
real
lot.
name is Ken.
His name's Ken, and his wife's
Please
name
look
is,
up Mother of Ultra,
Marie.
Alex.
What is happening in my life right now?
Yeah, Mother
Look
of
at the
Ultra is also
pigtails.
a character. She has pigtails. Her name's Marie.
Guess her human form is
Huh?
not Mrs. Claus.
Lady in Green? The hell does that mean?
It's Lady of Green.
So yeah, anyway, hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where we have been talking about just how weird it is that the father of Ultra is not the father of Ultraman. That's a title. I'm 100% certain of it. My headcanon is that's a title they give to the person who's in charge of the Ultra Brothers, who are not brothers. They are an elite hit squad.
What?
They're just two brothers.
No, it's
Just
like
two brothers. Two
no, there's
brothers.
8 of them. Yeah, there's 8 of them.
What is happening?
Just
No,
8 brothers.
9. I keep forgetting.
Just
8
9 brothers,
exists.
sister, cousins.
We're not on that show anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. This
Talking about
episode's
Ultraman now.
this episode's a weirdly wholesome episode of Ultraman Orb. We're talking about Ultraman Orb episode 8.
Yeah, barely
Right.
any Anne
Right.
Hathaway in this one.
Yeah. I mean, we could like shoehorn her in.
I don't know how we could do that.
It turns out the mom fish person, the mom Ragon is Anne Hathaway.
No, too nice. She's Natalie Portman.
No, it's not.
We said Natalie Portman was a nice person just now. You're gonna say that she's not? That's okay, Alex.
She
If you
is a
wanna.
lovely person.
Yeah, say something
How
nice
could-
about their prequels, bitch.
Those movies were really fun to watch when I was a kid.
Say something nice
I
about
still-
Jar Jar Binks.
I fucking love Jar Jar Binks. I don't care what anyone says. I had the chance to buy a life-size statue, and I didn't take it because I didn't have the money, and I regret it.
That I would have taken it too.
Yep. All right. So recap is now me talking about the dreams, hers and the prophet girl's name, who I've already forgotten because she doesn't matter anymore.
Oh, she's just the future
just like
time
the
machine.
future. Yeah.
Which is that what they use to watch the news now? Also, if you
Yes.
can hear that, my lawn is being mowed right now.
Oh, no worries.
So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I mean they're still using the future sight machine. It just tells the news now.
I mean, that's not a terrible use of that machine, I guess.
Well, it's the news that's airing on TV right now, though, not future news. Future news would have been dope as fuck. You could have walked over to any TV, turned it on, and it would have done the exact same thing.
I actually have a question about the commercials they actually showed in this episode.
Mhm.
One
What?
is who is the Ultraman with the scarf?
Where
Is
was
That
Ultraman
looks
nice?
dope.
Is that Ultraman nice?
I don't know.
Where was this?
Second is where do I get Cup Ramen Ultraman? That's a
Okay, so
transformer.
you're watching like an old airing of this episode.
Yeah, I
would guess.
am.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh gosh. So the one with
I-
a scarf.
Yeah, sorry, no. Since I've watched Blazar with the commercials,
Mhm.
I just watch everything with the commercials in it now.
I mean, I'm watching it on Tubi, so I'm watching like current commercials.
No, I want past
What?
commercials.
What is wrong with both of you? How do you not have an ad blocker on?
I'm watching it on my
Because
smart
this is
TV.
actually in the recording.
How are you not watching it for free on Tubi with an ad blocker and just watching the show?
I'm watching it free on YouTube.
You
Wait.
guys have just free time to give away?
I usually go and do other things when the commercials are happening.
Yeah, no, this isn't like an actual ad. This is an
You
ad
could,
from Japan
you could
Yeah.
that
hit
was just
pause.
recorded in the show.
The pause function works, and you can walk away for as long as you want and not miss a thing.
But
Yeah,
if I
but I'm
pause
watching
it,
on
then
my
I
smart
come
TV.
back to the same commercial.
You're all on Hathaway to me.
Yep. Okay, so what is this scarf look? Is it a actual scarf or is it like a cloak?
It's like a blue shiny scarf over some golden armor.
Is it Ultraman Zero?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Ultraman King? Are you talking about Ultraman King?
I don't know. He's got a green crest, a pointy, like upwards pointy, and then he's got like two gloves, but one of them's real pointy.
Green crest,
Be a lot simpler if I just took a
pointy.
screenshot.
Yeah,
Yeah, wouldn't it?
yeah, that would make things a lot simpler.
I literally tried looking up Ultraman with a scarf, and I got brought to an Etsy store for Ultraman scarves.
Yep. You should buy one of those.
Absolutely.
None of them look good.
That's fair.
That's
There's
like that's just like your opinion, man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, now I'm super curious.
Actually, that one's pretty cool.
I want to
Oh,
get
that
one
would
of
be
those.
fun to have, like, get an Ultraman patch.
See, I want to get like an Ultraman compression shirt. I think that would be fun to have.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, no, those are yeah, so there was a video game that was released with Ultraman Orb where so like there's cards you can get. Like I have a few of them. I'll maybe get them in a little bit. Um
Look at those pauldrons on the scarf guy, though.
yeah, so those are all just like you know how like you guys have brought up like why can't he mix and match the cards? In that
Yeah.
game, there's a ton more cards that you can use, like for every Ultraman that had existed up until that point, and that's all those pictures were Orb in video game forms that he only has in the video game.
Hmm.
As for the cup noodle, they might still sell that, but you're gonna have to really fucking look for that.
It's
I know
so
they
cool. I
sell
want it.
they sell other like snacks that have like Ultraman branding on them. You can find Ultraman branded snacks.
But this is a transformer.
You're gonna have to really look for it then. But yeah. Yeah, no, those were just all orb forms from a video game that has since been discontinued and no one can play anymore.
This is upsetting because I like if he looked like that, that'd be awesome.
You wanna know what's real fucking annoying? That game existed like it was an arcade game that ran up through like Decker in Japan. It was discontinued, but it still ran through Blazar in China, I want to say. Yeah. Yeah, like it was a very popular video game that kind of just ran its course in Japan, but it was either like China or maybe like Malaysia or I can't remember for sure where, but like it was still going on through Blazar. It might even be going on now. They might have like an expansion for Arc at this point. I don't know. But yeah,
Well, guess
those are
what?
all
We're all taking a trip to China now.
yeah. Yeah, those are all orb forms. One of those you're actually going to see at some point.
Better be Scarf Boy.
No, it's not Scarf Boy. It's pointy Pauldron's one on the left.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's honestly a really cool one in live action. That's Lightning Attacker.
That's just Super Saiyan 2 form.
It's honestly pretty fucking dope. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back to the show now that we've spent the last 5 minutes talking about a video game that no one in our audience can play.
Sucks to be you, audience.
Yep. Yeah. So we
God,
open
No one on the
on
show can play it either.
yeah. So
Yeah, but
we
they don't know
open
that.
we open on a fish market. An old woman is coming up because she wants to get fish, and this is the perfect time to get it because no one else is there. The fishmonger's like, well, I mean, don't tell anybody, otherwise it's going to put me out of business. Don't know how that works, but sure.
Yeah.
They sells at half price.
hmm Then he loads up a bunch of seafood and takes it to a warehouse where we have 2 human-sized kaiju.
He loads up only half the squid and leaves the other half on a warm plate.
Yeah. He plans on coming back and eating that after it's warmed up. Yeah, so we are introduced to. We actually have 2 different type of kaiju this episode. This is Ragon, a human-sized kaiju.
Very creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's definitely what that evoked.
Yep. Yeah. So Ragon is like their 2 Ragons are parent and child. I think like that's the vibe I get from them.
They only
And
do a parent and child episode, don't they?
yeah. I mean, it's an easy dynamic to play with. But yeah. So the fishmonger's there. He knows about them. He's brought food for them to eat, and he bought a little toy boat that he gives to the kid.
Aww.
Yeah, because he's like stepdad, I guess.
That's his actual child.
I
He
wonder.
bred with that.
Okay, so he's playing stepdad. Like, do you think he and the mom have like,
100%. Yep. I don't even think he's playing stepdad. I think he's actual dad.
yep, he had sex with this fish creature, and this is his actual child.
Yeah.
And Alex is just a little disappointed. He's not even indulging this.
This episode just got a lot sexier.
Yep.
Did it?
Speaking of sexier, we cut to Naomi dying in a burning building.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's heating up now.
Oh yeah,
Nothing
especially
sexier than
because
death.
she gets saved by Juggler, and she's immediately like, "No, I don't want this. This is not like you're not saving me. This is not what I'm into."
It's because of that creepy smile he does.
That's just his face.
Yeah, that might just be resting bitch face.
That's just that actor. Yeah. So then she's like, "No, I don't want this," and suddenly instead of it being Juggler, now it's Guy, and she's like, "Oh wait, this is like way better now. Now I'm into this. Now this is sexy."
Until
And then
Guy
we
can
wake
fly.
up
Yeah. No, then Guy
to her
launches
doing the
himself.
Ultraman pose.
Yep. She's and the boys just immediately start roasting her for it.
Count on them for that, for
Yep.
sure.
Oh yeah. No, they I love the dynamic of the something search people. They're so much fun.
Yeah, this is by far my favorite team of any Ultra series so far.
Yeah, they're pretty okay. It's no Emmy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love that this is like the not taking itself seriously group though. Like they fit their universe very well.
Oh yeah.
That they do.
Yeah, so yeah, we also find out officially that the future vision device is just a TV now. That's all they're using it for is to watch TV.
Don't forget they got to play with the antenna.
Yep.
Which is just a bunch of micro.
Yeah, it's literally fiber
Fiber.
optic. It's that fiber optic light toy that we all had as kids.
Yep.
Like, that's not a prop. That's just a toy.
Yep. No, they just
Anything's a
kinda
prop
play
if you
around
fit
with
it in.
Yeah, you can turn a bunch of like flashlights and other plumbing equipment into lightsabers as long as you turn them into something.
Uh,
That's not
Al-
turning it into something.
I also love when they
Are you
roast.
telling me I can turn my Vegeta into a lightsaber?
Yes.
If you try hard enough. We did see that someone turned stoats into beer the other day, so I mean, again, you can try things. There
Boo.
you go. That looks like a pommel already.
Yep. That's what he's doing.
Yay.
But yeah. So
Except for he uses the hair as the blade.
yes,
It's pointy enough.
it's just like a little dagger.
Yeah. It's the bread knife of lightsabers.
Yep.
Oh. God damn it. I
Uh,
modded the shit out of Survivor just like before we did this.
trying to
Out of
remember that.
what? Out of Survivor? Oh.
Trying to remember. There was like
That's a different topic.
I want to say in like a
Are
Family
there
Guy
mods for that?
episode, wasn't there like a lightsaber that was like a bread knife lightsaber or something? Like, I think
There's
that's a
the
real
tiny
thing.
dagger saber that Luke uses to defend himself against the saber whip.
Wasn't that was in the Fate of the Jedi series? Or no, what was that? When was that?
It was in one of the older comics. I don't remember what the title was though.
All right, getting
I
back
don't
to
remember him
this.
fighting a whip. Anyways.
This
Getting
is
back
not
to
the Star
this.
Wars podcast that we're going to
Yep, nope.
start.
Our first bit, the Acolyte.
Yep. So,
And Josh quit the show.
yep. So I do love they're roasting her over the fact that she doesn't sleep enough. And then, as a note, I just wrote,
She woke up standing up. I think there might be a problem.
well, yeah, no, like I
No,
wrote
she
down,
sleeps standing up.
yes, I wrote down that the reason she doesn't get enough sleep is because she's the only one working a job to support this family.
I
Okay,
still
no. She's the only one
wholeheartedly
working.
believe Uncle comes in and just slips her money every so often.
I do not
Got him.
believe that. I do not believe
No.
that just
It's
because
like you.
that's no. See, gives her his time. He gives his teenage daughter the money.
Which would
Which
you
is
rather
her.
have?
Do you want to spend time with me, or do you want to have like $50?
Here's a total of 50 yen.
Oh no.
50 yen, so like 50 cents.
Terrible.
Jesus.
That's probably far less than 50 cents.
And then just throws it at her and runs.
Pocket yen.
Yep. Yeah. So
I do want to point out, though, however, you said that she's the only one working a job. This is now episode 8. She's had 8 jobs. Very
And
important detail.
Uncle's
Yeah.
had one job.
he's the only one that has a stable employment, and not only that, he is hypothetically an important person in this community.
I'm
Yeah?
starting to believe he doesn't even have this job. He just wears the uniform because he got fired
Yeah, he
and
wears
doesn't
the
want to tell his family.
yeah he wears the uniform. He's got the
He never,
walkie-talkie still.
yeah, he never goes
never
home
at
'cause he's on an
work.
assignment.
Yep. He's got a gun, and he just refuses to turn it back in.
You'll never catch me. I'm always on the move.
Yep.
The GDF is actually after him.
Yep. Yeah. So we also get a little line about how like with all this like nature is out of balance. You know, all these things are happening because nature is out of balance. And my response to that is, I mean, all these kaiju keep getting summoned by Juggler, which is causing nature to go out of balance because suddenly we have a second sun, or toxic water, or buildings sinking into the ground.
Or
But some of
fish
these
people.
kaijus aren't being summoned by
Yeah,
Juggler, though.
true.
I
And
still want to believe these two mer people were summoned by him.
yeah, no, Juggler just showed up, was like, well, this will be cool for an episode, grabs these two and throws them into the warehouse.
I
And
saw this on
agrees
Twilight
with
Zone
this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we also get Guy talking about how, like, kaiju don't really want to be around humans either, because if they show up around humans, chances are you guys are going to attack them. And like
on first sight.
Pot calling the kettle black, man.
No kidding.
Because what happens? He beats the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They kind
No.
of give him a little bit of redemption for that statement in this episode, but we'll get to it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually true.
So then we also get the adult Ragon is walking the streets, grabbed like a tarp, threw it over itself, and then is walking around like trying to hide its identity as it goes to the fishmonger. And like,
Poorly.
oh yeah, no, like it walks by these women and they're like, oh god, we gotta call the defense force right fucking now. There's a monster walking among us.
It's just speaking in fish people, but like, no, 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 I just want fish.
I mean, that is what it wants, yes, but it has to do that through charades.
Okay,
Yeah, that
5
was
letters,
a painful watching charades.
Oh yeah, yep.
5 words.
No, I'm not playing charades.
Belly dancer. Dog. Fox.
Chainsaw Man.
Bird. Power.
What does that equal? I want fish.
Yes. Yeah, so it gets to the fishmonger, scares the old lady there, and then they do this whole charades bullshit while Uncle is on the patrol.
Dun dun.
We find out that the kid is sick, and Uncle. I love that like Uncle gets the call and like, oh, there might be a monster around. Immediately pulls his gun out and starts running with his gun out of its holster. He is
That's how you know
ready.
he means business.
Yeah, he
I
is
wonder
ready
if the kid is sick because of all the warm fish.
Probably. No, I just love the idea of like Uncle's like, no, this episode, I know I haven't been very good. Like I haven't been able to take down any of these monsters, but that's because they're bigger than me. This thing's my size. I'm gonna fucking kill this thing in front of some people.
My time.
Yep.
This will prove to him that I do deserve the gun. And I get my job back.
And my daughter will stop asking to spend time with me.
That harlot, just like her mother. just wants to spend time, love.
Yep. Yeah, so
What
See,
about
I'm an
me?
yeah. So Uncle shows up at the store and Naomi's there too. They're both there because they want to like deal with the monster. Naomi because something search people, and Uncle because he wants to redeem himself in the eyes of the public. And he's like,
It's not
no,
that he's just doing his job, no.
yeah, no. First of all,
He's got to
he
fix his clone's mistakes.
He doesn't care about doing his job. He cares about hanging out with a bunch of kids in their early 20s.
He even gets upset when they leave.
Yes. Yeah, no. I do love that little bit. He's like, oh, they didn't need to go. Like, I wanted them to step back. You guys
You
can
didn't need
hang
to
out
step back
still.
that far.
Is this something I said?
Yeah, right. That's totally what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, it's so good. I again, Uncle is like top tier character. Yeah. So Shin has a monster detector. I think he's used this before, I know that. But like we get the backstory on the monster detector this episode. That he made this thing in the 4th grade.
Huh?
Of course he did.
Yep. Yeah, Jeddah thought it was the 6th grade. He's like, no, it was the 4th grade.
Actually.
The fishmonger sneaks the monster out. Jeddah and Shin are like, huh, tracker's going off. Jeddah takes
No
a
one
picture.
would notice an umbrella.
Yeah. Jeddah takes a picture so you can see that the monster's legs are monster legs. Then
Dear God.
they run off. But first, Naomi shows restraint. Because she's about to
By
do the
not
loud.
killing them.
She's about to do the loud something search people go, and they're like, no, you gotta do it quiet. She's like, oh yeah, go. And then they walk. And they like run off.
She's got to do it but at least this time she showed restraint.
Yep. While this is going on, Guy is being brooding while playing his song on his ocarina, his orbanica, which is an ocarina,
And
but sounds like a harmonica.
It very much sounds like a harmonica.
This will not be the only time we talk about ocarinas today.
No, it will not.
Yeah. So he sees that there's a monster coming in. When this monster's coming in, all of the manholes in the city get blasted up into the air with water.
someone died from blunt force
You know
trauma
how
to
heavy
that
those
guy.
things are.
Oh yeah, no, somebody's dead. Every episode, someone's dead. We just don't see that ever.
It's just off screen, right?
Yeah,
The government has to clone him just like they do Uncle, because
yeah,
he dies every
yeah.
episode.
You guys remember in like episode 2, all those holes that were just blasted into the buildings, right? People were in
Good.
those buildings. They are dead.
Yeah. I don't think the evacuation was complete.
No. Yeah. So
No.
we find out that in the warehouse, the kid is sick, and we find out 3 things about Shin. That as a child, Shin wanted to do 3 things. He wanted to build a super robot. He wanted to make a time machine, and he wanted to become a veterinarian.
In that order.
Yep.
Are you telling me Shin is the reason we have Earthy?
Yes.
Ugh. I hate everything.
Yep. Naomi hums slash sort of sings a song for the child. We've heard this song before. We've heard this song.
Where?
The intro? Or not intro, first episode?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've heard it in the first episode.
So I think it's what the one lady was like humming or singing in the forest.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. The lady that Guy was friends with, he was playing.
Yeah, that blew up.
Which I mean makes sense considering she's having dreams about that day.
Right.
Yeah. She sings
This
that
song is magical, by the way.
Oh yeah, it heals the kid instantly.
Why is she not in the hospital? Why is she not a doctor?
It only works on kaiju.
Oh.
And no one wants to heal them, so she has this divine power that no one wants her to use.
She's truly an X-Men.
Yes. But yeah, so the kaiju makes its way into the city. It wants to eat the 2 Ragons. The kaiju's name is Gubila. So this was something I was going to bring up. Does it have a snoot?
Considering it's based off of Gavadon, I 100% say it has a snoot because I would boop this snoot.
Yeah, I'd also boop it.
Even though what's upsetting is the fact that they didn't actually use Gavadon's suit; they just had to make a replica.
I feel like Gubila's been like around for a long time. I'm pretty sure it has.
Oh, not for this episode anyway.
Yeah. But yeah. So the kid runs off into the warehouse because it wants to save its toy boat. Gubila
Very
comes in,
important vote.
uses its drill nose to get down. Uh, Picks up the kid with its nose and launches him into the air and eats him. End of episode.
Yeah. And what was the lesson in this story, kids? Watch what you boot, what you on snoots.
Yep. No, the moral of the story is if you're evacuating, you're evacuating. Don't just double back to grab something just because you want it. Evacuation is evacuation.
Yep.
But no, so guy turns into Hurricane Slash, beats up Gubila, he pukes up the kid. This is the second time we talked about puking today.
Huh.
It's all connected.
Yep.
And it was right in
Everything's
his mouth, too.
So they all retreat. Shin, there's this little detail that I love, where Shin's gonna like record the fight. No, where Jet is gonna record the fight, and Shin's like, hey, make
Are
sure
you
you're
recording this
actually
time?
recording. It's like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm not gonna make that same mistake again.
Make sure he takes the cover off.
Yeah.
It's all.
Uh.
It's gonna continue to be one thing.
Mhm. Yeah. So Orb switches over to Spacium's Empyrean form. Uses a new technique that he is only now introducing, where he uses a beam to create a bubble around Gubila, and he just flies him away to the sea.
I thought it was interesting though too. Like he does the whole "come at me, bro," and then stops him from coming at him. I'm like, "That was a
Yeah,
weird
you know how
choice."
intimidating that would be?
I
Come at
guess.
me. Oh
Yeah.
wait, you can't.
Aha.
I lied.
Huh. Yeah, you look like
Dude,
a
just like
cuck.
Darth. I lied.
Yeah. So then releases him, uh, pushes him to the sea, and we get like a last little scene where they drive the Ragons to the water so they can like go live in the water again. Uncle's like, yeah, I probably should report this shit, but like, I want to look cool in front of these kids, so I'm gonna let this thing pass.
You know what the saddest part of this is? That was a land creature. Orb just killed that thing by dumping it into the sea.
Yes.
The slow death.
No, this is just like every episode. Orb has killed this monster. It's just in
But he's
the
gonna look down his nose at you for thinking it's otherwise.
yep. No, humans when they kill, it's fucked up. When I kill,
It's
it's
because it's
because
necessary.
I'm cool as fuck.
I'm
I wear this
cool.
duster for a reason.
Though he doesn't have his uh Stetson hat though.
I mean,
And they do try to steal Uncle to drown him and eat him for later.
yes.
But they're being filmed, so they don't.
Yeah. We also
Well,
get
say camera
Naomi.
turns off though.
We get Naomi singing her song, and Guy's like, "Hey, wait, uh, how how do you how do you know that song?" He's like, I
I
just,
never told you that song.
it's like, I don't know, I just know it. All right, well, it's been a while since I had somebody to accompany me, so fuck it. I'm not gonna question this. I'm just gonna start playing the song. And then the Ragons turn into light and dissipate.
I guess they didn't want to get the suits wet.
This
That
is
was
actually
weird.
supposed supposedly this is a reference to like an original Ultraman episode.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if that's how that episode ended. I don't know for sure. I haven't watched that one. I have to
Feel
sit
like
down and watch it at some point.
I feel like this is just a reference to Godzilla v Ghidorah. It's like, how do you know all this? But I'm just an ancient ancestor of yours.
All right, cool.
I mean, they were both made what, Heisei era? This is a Heisei one, right?
This is like 2016. I mean, like technically, yeah, yeah. This is Heisei. I think this was made like way after that, but yeah,
Oh god.
yeah,
I stand by it. It's a
that's fair.
reference to Godzilla v Ghidorah.
All right, that's the canon now. And then Guy wants to go get pizza. That's how the episode ends, with Guy wanting to get pizza and the fishmonger saying, "No, buy fish. I need to make money."
Yeah, you tell him he wants fish.
Hmm.
Well, it was all a test to see if she's really the ancestor or not.
Yes.
Because she wanted pizza. She truly is.
Yeah.
Right.
I liked this episode well enough. I think I liked last week's episode more though. Like I think episode
Yeah.
7 was like a banger of an episode. I think honestly 6 and 7 were both really good. I feel like this one's kind of like a
This
bit of a
one
low
felt
point.
almost Scooby-Dooey at points.
Yeah, but it's kind of a nice like little break.
Yeah, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give you that one. Like we had a couple of like really high episodes. I would make the argument for like having a bit of like a reprieve and like playing around with like kaiju that are smaller kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
Also, looking at this, apparently this is an episode referencing the Coast Guard Command, which is the 6th episode of Ultraman. So yeah,
Well, I
yeah,
think we'll probably have a good episode next week as well.
yeah, yeah. Uh, honestly, we've got a good few episodes soon. Like the next one, I really appreciate a lot.
It looked like
So
a fun concept from
yeah,
the after credit scene.
yeah, it's gonna. I like that episode a lot. Imposter Blues is a lot of fun. I think this is like a little bit of a low episode, but even it's not bad. That one's good, and then the one after is also really, really fucking good. Yeah.
Excellent.
Uh, any final thoughts before we end this one?
I kind
Never
of
go
agreed
back
with
for a sailboat.
like the same thing like whenever you're trying to escape burning house. Once you get out, you don't go back in.
Yep.
Unless it's for a dog.
You take the dog out with you the first time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but sometimes people are dumb.
Well,
99% people are dumb.
then they don't deserve dogs.
That's true. I'm looking for a dog right now.
Would you save the dog on the first run out the house?
I'd throw the dog out and stay in the building to make sure it stayed alive.
Then you deserve a dog based on that prior criteria. Yeah, no, I basically agreed with you, Nick. The episode was good, but kind of like a filler.
Yeah.
60 minutes to cook that? Okay.
Well, with that, tune in next time for Imposter Blues.
Impossible.